Hey guys, so today was a pretty boring day, and today I had no school. But the place where I live doesn't know how to make up their freaking mind, so first they called it for a 2-hour delay, and then they said no school. And I was like, really? Why couldn't you just say no school to begin with? I mean, come on, people, make up your mind. I want to know if I'm actually getting up at like 9 o'clock or so, but no, of course not. And for the record, I cannot see right now. I have my glasses off because I'm so used to filming vlogs without my glasses on. Like, I wear contacts, but so far I can't see, so I'm putting these back on. I'm putting these back on. Today I decided to do a tag. I can't wait to do this. I've been waiting so long to do this tag, and I'm finally doing it. And so I hope you guys enjoy it. I am doing my first tags. So let's get on with the questions. What was your first tweet? My first tweet was actually, I checked this out a couple days ago. My tweet was going home on the bus going home or something. Like, I had to do with something with the school bus. But my first YouTube video was when my best friend Jenna, yes, you have seen her in vlogs before. My best friend Jenna was sleeping over at my house, and we were playing Big Time Rush, and I have this rug, a peace sign rug, in my room, and she was on her iPod, and while we're listening to Big Time Rush, I'm filming her while she is on her iPod going in circles in the rug. Like, right here's the rug, and she's just going in the outline of the rug, and I'm like, really? But yeah, that was my first YouTube video. First person you subscribed to on YouTube. I think the first one I subscribed to was Shane Dawson. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's just go with that. First profile pic. Actually, I saved this. And when I was going through the questions, I saw this question and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna save the picture. Now, let me explain this photo before I showed you guys. I experiment with my hair a lot. Like, I dye it, cut it, style it. Like, I'm an experimenter with my hair. And my natural hair color is brown, like a darkish brown. And I put highlights in it. I colored it differently. I just colored my bangs, or I just colored, half my hair. But this is my first profile pic. And my bangs were long then. I didn't have bangs back then, so I just dialed. Yeah, I dialed my hair. Yeah, I called my hair up and I was like, hey, do you mind if I dye your ass? I can't talk. Okay. So that was my first profile pic. Do you still talk to your first love? First of all, the question before this, wouldn't it be who was your first love? And then it'd be, do you still talk to your first love? Because it just goes from first Facebook profile pic, and then it just goes, do you still talk to your first love? Anyway, I guess I'll answer the question. No, we went our different ways. He pretty much fell on the face of the earth. I'm still here, obviously. I'm better than when I was with him. What was your first alcoholic drink? Okay, I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but one of my family members, they made mixed drinks every Christmas and my birthday. That's what I'd have. And I'm not gonna say it has like Sprite and like slow gin, and that's it. Like, you can even taste the alcohol in it. Like, the alcohol does nothing to you. So, but he only adds like a little bit where I won't get a buzz. And I'm like, well, if you just add like that much of it, why don't you just give me Sprite? Seriously, it's not pretty much an alcoholic drink if you just fill it with Sprite. First job. My first job, actually, I never worked. But my first job that I would count would be when I was little. Well, my pap still has it now, but my pap has a auto detailing business, and in the backyard. in one of his garages. And when I was little, I always go back out there and help him with the cars, wax them, clean the inside, clean the inside of the car, and take wax off and everything like that. So that was my first job. What was your first car? I don't own a car, but I guess since I'm driving now, like I have my permit, but I guess the car that I'm driving would be my first car. So a white Jeep Liberty. Who was the first person to text you today? No one. No one. I'm textless. No one texts me. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? Hell, I don't know. Me. I thought of me this morning. I thought what I was going to wear this morning when I went to school, but obviously that didn't happen. So I thought about me. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I never flew. I'm boring like that. And plus, I'm poor. And I don't have money for a plane ticket. But I always want to fly. Like fly in a plane. Where was your first sleepover? My first sleepover would probably be that I remember would be at Pittsburgh Zoo. I was in Girl Scouts and we went to Pittsburgh Zoo and we slept in like this room. I don't know what it was, like a dinner hall or something. And we just slept there all night. So that was pretty much my first. What was the first thing you did this morning? Wake up. That's the first thing I did this morning was wake up. Because that's a normal thing. What was the first concert you ever went to? It was at the fair across my house. It was Miranda Lambert and Jason Aldean. And I'm not a country person. But my ex-friend now, she's my ex-friend now, but back then when we were friends, she took me to it and I went with her and her mom. But let's not get into that. Oh, excuse me. I drank a lot of pop today. Excuse me. Oh. That tastes like throw up. Ew. Ew. Okay. First broken bone. My first broken bone was my right arm. I think I broke like right here. I don't know if this is your forearm. Is this your forearm? I don't know my bones or my body parts. I broke this part of my arm and I write with my right. Actually, I'm a righty and lefty, but I'm gonna get into that later. I broke it. I was across when I was younger, like when I was like 8 or 9. Across the street from me was 2 kids I used to hang out with. I don't know now, but they lived across the street from me, and their grandparents did or whatever. They were living across from me, and they had a playset. And I know in the playset that you have that like it hangs down and it has the 2 kind of like handles joined together, and you can like swing back and forth with it and do fancy tricks on it. Well, I like right here it is hanging. I was like back here. And I ran up and I went like this and I went flop. I missed and I broke my arm. So yeah, and then I broke my elbow when I was like 16 and my left elbow doing a jackass stunt. And I think I told you about that. Yeah. But anyway, how I broke it was, if you guys don't know how I did, I broke it by, I was riding my bike and I live by a skate park, like a tiny little skate park. And I was riding my bike and I went up a ramp and I didn't know that the other side didn't have a ramp. So I just like, oh, you know what? I can make that, being all cocky and everything. So I tried it. And I didn't know that the gap was like this high. And I went and I'm surprised like how I fell. I was supposed to break my neck, but I'm glad I didn't do that or was paralyzed or something. But yeah. I broke my elbow. My first broken bone was my right arm. My first piercing other than my ears is my belly ring. And I have a video of me getting it re-pierced. So I got it re-pierced a couple summers ago and it grew over the piercing or something, like it closed in. And there was a little piece of skin holding the piercing together, so I just had to take it out and everything, and then I got it re-pierced. Boy, that was painful. First foreign country you've gone to. First movie you remember seeing. Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat. Hannah Montana the movie. Jack and Jill. Fast and Furious 5. I know there's more. I know there's more. Ah, shit. I know there's more, but those are the 4 I remember. When was your first attention? Oh my gosh. Okay, when I was in school, I was the goody-goody. I did everything right. I did my homework. I did study for tests, and, well, not really much, but, I was a good person. I followed the rules. Until I hit 8th grade. 8th grade, me and my one friend in gym, I think she wasn't feeling good, so we went to the nurse, like, in middle school. There, like, right here's the, like, locker room, and then you go out in the hall, and then right here's the nurse. So we went up to the nurse, and by the time we came back, everyone was gone. And we were like, what the hell? We'll just stay in here and just party and, do crazy things. And that's how I got attention. I skipped gym for the very first time. So people never skip gym. Because if you do, you're going to get in trouble for it. Don't learn from my mistakes! Who was your first roommate? I'm not in college. If you had one wish, what would it be? I don't know, not to die. I don't know. Probably live in a mansion with Kendall Schmidt in Beverly Hills, California, with 2 kids. I have a job as a YouTuber / bank account. No, not a bank account. What the? As a YouTuber / actress. And then that's it. Those are my wishes. What was the first sport you were involved in? Soccer. I was in soccer, basketball, and softball, but I quit softball because of a girl I hated. Basketball, I kind of wasn't involved in, but I love the sport, but I wasn't really involved in it. And soccer, I was in it for like 2 or 3 years. What is the first thing you do when you come home from school? Or when I come home from school, I come in my room. I come in my room. I turn the TV on. I get a Hot Pocket out of the microwave. I heat it up I take the Hot Pocket out of the microwave, then I put it back in and reheat it. Anyway, I take a Hot Pocket out of the freezer, put it in the microwave, and then I eat it, and then I sob in my room for 20 hours doing nothing while watching Big Time Rush videos and just sleep. That's what I do. When was your first kiss? Oh boy. Well, my first kiss was I was 13 and I was in Kentucky visiting my mom for the summer, and next door she had a neighbor named, I'm not gonna say her name, but she had a boyfriend, and her boyfriend had one of the friends who was single, and also I was single, so they hooked us up. So that was my first kiss on her trampoline, and I didn't like it. I was 13. I first had my first kiss, and now I look back at it, I feel bad for the guy, because after the kiss, I was like, ew, 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 ew. And I felt bad, but yeah, that was it. But then my first actual kiss that I did like was, I was 17, and actually just last year, and I was at the fair with a boy I was kind of like involved, like I liked, and we were kind of having our issues, but anyway, I really liked him, and we were hanging out, and we were flirting all night and everything, and then when I went to go say goodbye, we hugged, and then when I was walking away, he pulled my arm, pulled me back, and then we kissed. So, and then I went home. And then I called my mom and I was like, guess what I did? Guess what I did? But yeah, that was it. But that is the tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll do another one. Last month, I haven't been doing a vlog in a while. I know I did one last month, but yeah, I'm gonna go. If, like I said before in my previous vlogs, I have 19 subscribers. If I get 20 subscribers, I will do a challenge, because I already have the challenge figured out, so I will do that. And every Saturday, starting this Saturday, I will do gaming videos, and I hope you enjoy that. And I am trying to get used to YouTube, and I'm trying to get used to all this stuff. And what am I doing with my hands? Cast a spell. And I know I'm not that funny, and I know I'm not, social, as you can say, but as I graduate and as I move and everything, it'll get better. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoy this tag. The first time vlog, I'm gonna go.